reported today in The Verge. Qualcomm's new Snapdragon 865 promises 5G, camera, and gaming improvements. Qualcomm officially announced its latest flagship processor, the Snapdragon 865, yesterday at its Snapdragon Tech Summit. But at the Day 2 keynote, the company dove deep into all the details about the new chip and what it will offer for the next wave of top-tier Android devices next year. Qualcomm says that the new Snapdragon 865 will offer a wide variety of improvements over its existing chips, specifically when it comes to performance, AI processing, photography, and gaming. Clearly, 5G is a huge focus area for Qualcomm here. There's not a lot of news here, given that Qualcomm detailed the X55 modem that will be paired with the Snapdragon 865 months ago. The first phones with an X55, the T-Mobile and AT&T variants of the Galaxy Note 10 Plus 5G, are just being released this month, albeit paired with the current-gen Snapdragon 855. Still, it's a big jump forward compared to last year's X50 modem, with a maximum download speed of 7 gigabits per second, compared to 5 gigabits per second on the X50. More importantly, the X55 supports a wider range of 5G frequencies, particularly in the sub-6 GHz range, which is particularly important for things like T-Mobile's just-launched 600 MHz nationwide 5G network, or Sprint's 2.5 GHz 5G plans. As Qualcomm puts it, the X55 is its first modem that supports all key regions and bands including wave and sub-6 in both TDD and FDD frequencies. That's all very important for the Snapdragon 865, since the 865 itself doesn't actually offer an onboard modem at all. It'll have to be paired with the X55 modem for cellular connectivity. That's a big difference from last year's 855, which had an integrated LTE-only X24 modem that device manufacturers could use if they didn't want to offer 5G. But with the 865, 5G support is effectively required now. Additionally, like the Snapdragon 855, the 865 will feature support for the Wi-Fi 6 standard. There are improvements on the performance side, too. The company says that its new Cryo 585 CPU is 25% faster than last year's Snapdragon 855, while the new Adreno 650 GPU offers 25% better performance. It's not quite as big of a leap as last year. The Snapdragon 855 CPU was the first chip from Qualcomm to use a 7nm processor and was up to 40% faster than the 845, but it should mean that Snapdragon 865 phones will be able to more than handle whatever you throw at them. Another big area that Qualcomm is highlighting with the Snapdragon 865 is improvements to the camera. As expected, there's a new ISP, image signal processor, the Spectra 480. Qualcomm's big spec here is that the Spectra 480 supports 2 gigapixels per second speeds, which it says enables a host of new photography features. Phones with the Snapdragon 865 will be able to shoot 200 megapixel photos. Capture. For more on this story, visit the news article link.